It is the first day of Steve Weagle's Ride for the Red Cross today. Steve started his day in Sebastian this morning, ended day one of his ride in Vero Beach.
25 miles later, this is Steve's 21st year for the Red Cross ride. He'll end up in Boca Raton at the end of the week. And Steve, we know it was hot outside. You have a crowd with you right now. How did the first day go?
It went pretty well, actually. It was a little windy at times at the very end, and it was hot, obviously. But it's hot every year this time of year. But the wind kind of worked for us, at least at the beginning, kind of a little bit of a tailwind, so it pushed me along, which was a big help. Sometimes the wind is just picks up, and I think later this week we may get some big headwinds, and it's just like trying to bike through a swimming pool, I suppose. It's the best analogy I can think of. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today to beautiful Costa d'Este. It may have been hot and humid, but this is the perfect place to cool off. We have the pool, the ocean, beautiful resort here, and the folks at Costa d'Este have been wonderful for us the last few years, making great donations to the Red Cross, helping us support the bike ride. And the bike, by the way, which is here, will be auctioned off at the end of the week for raising more money for the Red Cross. Usually we get a few $1,000s for it, so keep that in mind. If you've bid on it in the past, on Friday afternoon when we end at the Double Earner in Boca, we will be putting up a number that you can call and bid on the bike. And all that money goes to the Red Cross, too. It's a Verve Trek 3. Stan from Wheels of Wellington donates it every year. It's a great bike. It's got 25 miles on it. By the end, it will have 120 miles. Give or take a couple, and it's well worth it. And in the past, it's gone for a few thousand, so we're hoping for the same again this year. We're going to raise some more money now. Oh, I guess we have some bike ride video to show you. So I started off in Sebastian at Mulligan's today around noon, and we had a great crew with us. Kevin and Doug from Indian River Sheriff Department that were my escorts down US 1, and we had just a really good day. 25 miles. I went all the way down to Fort Pierce, but that's where I start tomorrow at noon. And so I backtracked a little bit to Vero to just take it easy by the beach here in the late afternoon. It's so relaxing. I just want to go to sleep now. I want to bring in Chad Olson. Thank you, Chad, General Manager for Costa d'Este, for supporting us again. It's just, we love you here, and we love the view, too.
Welcome back, Steve.
And
Always glad to have you.
Thank you. And you have a check presentation for the Red Cross?
We do. This one is straight from Gloria Estefan Foundation for $1,250.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. And Sarah, you know that money will go to good use.
Yes. We will use it locally here to be ready for hurricane season and, God forbid, respond if something happens. So we're always ready.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Let's get quickly to the thank you again, Chad. And I know we're going to be back. You're going to be back again soon too. We want to give you a quick update on the weather. Let's take a look at what's going on. We have a beautiful evening, a nice way to wrap up the holiday weekend. Temperatures will eventually cool off into the 70s. Maybe some 60s inland, and the breeze knocks down a little bit, but generally clear sky up and down the coast. And boating conditions, not too bad either for boaters and beachgoers. If maybe you made a long holiday weekend, pretty good to get out there, enjoy it, just wear that sunscreen. I wore some today, by the way. I know people say you'd wear sunscreen, but I put 100 on, but it doesn't last long in the sun on a bike. And for tonight, starry sky, beautiful night for South Florida with 70s and some 60s inland. Tomorrow we warm up into the 80s again, maybe some low 90s inland. And the 7-day forecast has fair weather. Could see some late week showers and storms, potentially on the weekend that we'll keep an eye on. Not really much of a break from the heat and humidity, but overall, not too bad for this time of year, considering we started off May with some wild, severe weather. Last couple of weeks have been pretty good, to say the least. Certainly not the busy weather that we had earlier. Also, Sarah, you're looking for volunteers for the Red Cross all the time.
We're always looking for volunteers, and we're going to do an open house in Vero Beach this Saturday, 10 to 2, drop in anytime, or in Palm Beach on June 8th. Come find out what it's like to be able to give back to the community through the American Red Cross.
Okay. They do wonderful work, of course, run the hurricane shelters. That's the big thing with hurricane season. And thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Really appreciate it. So we'll be back at 5:30 with more on the bike ride and raising more money for the Red Cross. Beautiful day at Costa d'Este. Hope you're enjoying your end of the holiday weekend, too.